Last time, you guys are members of the Order of Octavius. You have been told by your leader, King, to come to this town known as Callus. You've been charged with three main things. One, find the guys who came before you that never reported back. Two, collect spider silk. And three, check in on Vit Tulus. And four, which I said only three, but we're going to go with four, actually figure out what is attacking the town and deal with it. You met with Vit Tulus. I wouldn't say it went well, but you did it. That is definitely a thing you did. And you have currently found where you think the creatures are coming from. Given all the spider webbing, you think you found it. But yeah, did I miss anything, or does that sound about right?
That sounds about right. That was the guy that we were trying to ritually sacrifice his cow.
Yeah, that was the farmer who only had one cow left.
So we've descended down this hole in the ground.
We're in a hole with a lot of spider silk.
In a hole, in a hole, in the hole at the bottom of the farm.
The spider silk is sunlight sensitive, like vampire explodes in sunlight sensitive, and it's creepy. Oh, I cast a dark vision on myself earlier. Okay, yeah.
So we can all kind of see.
Yeah, we can all see.
I can definitely see.
What exactly is it that we see, DM?
It's a cavern filled with spider silk.
This area, right where you guys fell in, does still have some sunlight coming in, and you notice that it is relatively clear of the spider webbing. But as you go further in, you do see that it is like covered with spider webbing, black, thick spider webbing. You guys would also notice strange bodies, small bodies, woven in the web here on the side of the walls. Walker, you gonna go take a look?
I'm gonna take out a knife and see if I can like cut one of these bodies loose.
Yeah, I think Haldark is gonna go take a look at the other side.
Walker and Haldak, you guys go to check in on this. Feel free to give me a quick perception check.
Oh god, hopefully I roll good this time. God fucking damn it. It's an 8.
Lovely. Haldak, what's your perception?
Haldark rolled an 11.
Oh, wow. You guys are not very perceptive. You're trying to see, and again, Haldak, you're trying to like guide your crotch to light your way a little bit better, as that is your only light source. Walker, you have dark vision. You can kind of get that there's like, definitely it's some sort of body, but you're unsure exactly what type of body it is, although it is small. And it is about this time that you guys are both going to get an attack on you with advantage.
Oh god damn it.
As from these cocoons come out some creatures.
I knew it was xenomorphs. Fuck.
This is going to be Haldak.
Yeah, that's 22 and 23. Those are going to hit.
And this is going to be for Walker.
15 and 7. I'm okay.
So Walker, you watch as this almost chicken-like creature comes out. Essentially like what was once a plump and vibrant chicken from Callus now bears the gruesome marks of this malviolent transformation. It just looks like an emaciated and frail chicken, almost like it's been completely drained of its bodily fluids. Essentially, it's kind of like covered in a black ichor. You do also notice that it does have, in addition to its regular chicken eyes, 6 additional spider eyes on its head. And it has an additional 6 spider legs coming out from its back that it's kind of trying to walk on. It goes for an attack and misses you, Walker. However, Justin, you are going to take some damage.
Bring it.
So you're going to take 4 damage from this chick time, although you wouldn't know that this was what they're called. And we're going to roll some initiative as all these bodies begin breaking out of their cocoons.
I got 21. There are things I'm good at rolling at.
Haldark got a 13. Do you think they're upset about what I did to their home?
Most probably.
I think they're upset that they think I'm mocking them, being that I'm covered in feathers.
Well, you were laying eggs earlier too.
No, I am one of you. I too am a chicken.
I'm curious, what do those eggs you laid contain?
Well, I was just rolling around like in the chicken coop, so
Yeah, I know that.
I imagine that I just like all the feathers and hay and chicken eggs that were in the coop got all sucked up into my body.
You made an egg to get rid of it.
Yeah, I just like shit out the egg via osmosis.
So who had chickens? Who thought they were fighting chickens?
Was not on my radar, I'll be honest. I thought the chickens were the damsels in distress.
They definitely seem distressed. They don't seem like they're having a good time. They kind of got a bit of a surprise round on you guys. But Walker, You are prepared. This chicken in front of you tried to get an attack on you but failed. What would you like to do?
It's gonna eat a crossbow bolt.
You will be rolling at disadvantage.
Wow, that's a fail. Let me see. That'd be a 9. Would that hit?
A 9 will not hit, and it's almost like you're a bit spooked by this thing just coming out of the cocoon. You weren't expecting that.
Pull my crossbow and it just shoots right into the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, so you're just like, as you like try to like take a shot. It bounces off the ceiling harmlessly. Anything else?
Well, I got 2 more attacks. I attacked twice, and then my bonus action will be another attack. I guess I'll attack. Is this one that was attacking Aldak?
The one right in front of him was the one that attacked him.
I should be able to shoot it in the face.
He would have some cover just because Haldak is in front of it, and these are also small creatures.
That's what I was curious about. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot that one then.
Okay, you can ignore cover.
Yeah, ignore half and 3/4 cover.
All right, he is a halfling, so that is half cover.
All right, that's a 22.
That will hit.
That's 8 damage.
All right, it takes a pretty solid hit, but it is still standing.
Actually, the one in front of me, I'm gonna go full bore on it. I might have disadvantage on it now,
You are at disadvantage if you are making a ranged attack.
even though I do not have disadvantage on being next to people. It was just because like it was a surprise attack kind of thing, right?
It was a surprise attack. Do you have a feat or something that doesn't give you disadvantage?
It's either crossbow expert or the other one.
Because normally if you're doing range at 5 feet, you do have disadvantage.
So crossbow expert. Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature does not impose disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Well, I mean, how hostile can a chicken be?
Incredibly. Have you never been a chicken before?
Oh yeah, they can be dicks.
All right, well then just roll with a straight roll.
A roll with -5. And no, I missed.
Yeah, that brings that down to a 2. Even with your bonus, that is going to miss. So this chicken manages to dodge your attack twice.
This fucking chicken, man.
Which means that Haldak is now going to have a bad time because this chicken is going to attack him. All right, and you are going to get a bite and a claw attack.
And why is it going to attack him? Because.
All right, Corey, you're going to take a D4 of psychic damage. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Or you called them dicks, but I'm pretty sure they're cocks.
You're right.
No,
You're right.
these were hens, so you're both wrong.
Bullshit, they're all cunts.
But yep, Justin, I think the claw is going to hit you.
Yep, claw hits.
Just because.
You're going to get more psychic damage then. So that's going to be 6 damage. All right. Oh, Walker, you are also going to be getting attacked.
Yeah, I assume so, yeah.
Maybe this one will actually hit twice. Yes.
Yeah, 16 and 20, both of those hit. I only have 16 AC, so.
He rolled good on those. Unfortunately, unfortunate for you. Yep. So that is going to be 13 damage.
That hurts.
And Haldak, this chicken's going to come over here to attack you, who's the closest thing.
Ain't scared of no chickens.
Oh, but you will be. So he's getting his attacks with advantage. Well, the first one will hit. Yeah, and the 19 will hit as well.
Not gonna lie, not the way I thought I'd go out.
Head to death.
That's going to be 10 damage. And it's going to be even funnier because your friends are just watching this happen. Walker, this chicken's going to come and kind of gang up on you.
God damn it, all those hit.
Oh, yep, those will definitely hit. Oh, roll pretty poor on that. So you get to survive. Congrats.
8 damage. Down to 23. Fucking hell.
This one's going to come up and not get advantage.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh, well, one of them missed.
One of them missed, yeah.
The one that does more damage missed. Oh, though I rolled max dice on that one.
Damage.
We've got a cleric, right? We got a healer.
I am a little bit concerned that it's going to come down to John and Blexelgleb to kind of save you guys.
It really is going to, because I'm going to get surrounded by fucking chickens.
But Justin, the chicken that originally attacked you is going to make just some regular attacks. Oh, he's going to miss both of them, though.
Whiff.
Stupid chickens.
And Haldak, that is going to be your turn to take some vengeance on these chickens.
Oh, and vengeance will be mine. I am going to rage.
Yeah, and this one here already has a bolt in it from Walker. So he could not save his own life, but he at least helped you out. So you begin raging, and what would you like to do?
I'm going to make 2 attacks with my Morning Star at advantage.
All right, and those attacks are going where?
I'm probably going to start with a chicken that's wounded. Fresh blood.
All right, roll me some attacks.
First one's going to be a 23.
That will hit.
Second one's going to be a 22.
Those will both hit.
All right, so my first attack, because of my Divine Fury, I get to add an additional 1d6 plus 2 necrotic damage to that. So the first attack is going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
All right.
and it's going to be 8 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, and as you go to strike this creature, you watch as its frail body just like falls underneath the weight of your Morning Star, and it is dead. You just watch as black ichor comes out of the body and begins to dissipate.
My second attack, which is just a normal mace, is going to be 13 points of damage.
All right, what chicken are you attacking?
Probably go for the one that has advantage on me.
Okay, and you go and make a strike on this chicken as well, and again, you just crush it down and it starts to bleed out. It is dead.
You guys see how that like shiver and quake is like, oh yeah, that's what I've been missing. He's going to get his hand axe out for more attacks and get ready for the next round.
Yeah, you guys essentially are just watching a junkie finally get his fix. So that is 2 chickens down. Meanwhile, Walker, you are just being swarmed.
That I am.
And this one will take its advantage. Oh, he rolled terrible.
Nice.
And I rolled the claw twice for some reason. Yeah, so I'm guessing that 14's not going to hit.
Nope.
All right, you get to live another round. Congrats.
Sweet.
Although this guy's also going to attack you, but he does not get advantage.
So the 17 hits, the 14 does not.
But the bite is the weaker of the two.
Well, all right. So I am down to 14 health.
All right, Haldak, this chicken's not liking what you did to his friend. So he's going to take his place and attack you with advantage. Although he'd have advantage anyway because you reckless attacked, correct?
Yep, reckless and raging, as all good barbarians do.
I imagine the 23 will hit. Does the 18 hit?
Both hit.
So this is going to be half damage since you are raging. That's just going to be 4 damage.
Alrighty.
And more chickens come. Again, they're just like ganging up on you. But this one sucks and only hits 1 attack. So that's going to be 1 damage. And then the last of the chickens also attack Haldak, trying to get revenge on its fallen comrades, attacking with advantage, and failing miserably.
Nice. Where was this for me? God damn.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. That's just how the dice are rolling.
I mean, like, I get the hit points to support it.
Jonna, you just watch as the swarms of these spider chicken demonic beings are swarming your 2 friends. Haldak seems fine. Walker seems to be in some trouble.
I think Jarna, he's going to come right here. He is going to cast...
You're provoking an opportunity attack from this chicken, man.
No, because he's not leaving his face.
Yeah, he would get an opportunity attack from this chicken, but he's still within that chicken's space. He is going to give a bite attack. Don't think the 13 is going to do it.
It definitely will not. I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
And if I remember correctly, it's a galaxy, isn't it?
Is a galaxy.
Pace the Milky Way, bitch.
But yeah, that is your bonus action, and I'm assuming you're going to have it attack?
So I want to summon it here.
Oh, you're going to attack Walker. Nice, yes. Take him
No.
down while he's weak.
I'm going to attack the guy who swung at me right here.
All right. No, a little revenge goes a long way.
So let me swing this here.
Oh, nat 1.
Going to do nothing.
But it looks cool.
Yeah, anyway. I am going to, for my action, use Word of Radiance against all 3 of these front row creatures since they're all within 5 feet of me.
All right, and they have to make a wisdom save?
Word of Radiance, I can attack any creature within range, and the range is 5 feet, so I can get all 3 of them. It is a con save of 14.
We're going to go top to bottom from this chicken down to this chicken with 3 con saves. So it looks like the middle one failed, correct?
Yep, alright, so that is going to be 5 radiant damage.
It takes all that damage. It does seem to go through, but it is still standing.
That is going to be all.
All right. Blexogleb, it is your turn.
Blexogleb, he's going to cast a spell. I believe this is a homebrew spell called Jim's Magic Missile.
Okay, no, that's not homebrew. I thought you were going to pull out a different spell. That's fine.
Blexogleb is going to concentrate for a second, and his amorphous body is going to almost clot inside of him. There's going to be like pieces are going to harden inside of him.
Around like the chicken feathers?
Yeah, and then they're just going to all shoot out of his body in like an explosion out of his body. So I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, so I should be able to hit 4 targets. Because I get 3, and then at 2nd level I get an additional 1.
And which 4 are you aiming for?
I'll do the 3 at the bottom, and then this one here.
So for Jim's Magic Missile, you have to make attacks, correct? And if you roll like a nat 1 or something, it does damage to you?
Yeah, they all blow up in my face pretty much.
Wonderful. So roll me those 4 attacks.
Okay, so chicken number 1.
That will miss.
Chicken number 2.
That will hit.
Chicken number 3.
That will definitely hit.
And chicken number 4.
Oh, yeah. No, you just got better with time.
So I get, looks like its damage doesn't go up, just the amount of missiles goes up. The first one I hit, going to be 5 damage, followed by 6 damage, followed by 4 damage.
As they're just coming out of your body, almost like sporadic ballistics, one just barely misses this chicken and hits the side of the wall, but the other 2 land spot on their targets, essentially hitting the small of their backs and doing some damage, although they are all still standing.
I don't really have much in the way of bonus actions, so I'm just going to melt into a puddle and attempt to hide behind whatever I can in a liquid form.
Okay, so you make yourself as small as you can and hug the wall.
Yeah, I just kind of like melt into the wall like that Simpsons meme.
That will bring us back to the chickens. One of the chickens rolled worse than all of you. And this one, Walker, really has no other options but to attack you.
Fuck you, sugar.
With advantage, so I'm sorry. Oh, man. Well, the 17 will hit. And that's going to be 5 damage.
Oh, 5 damage? All right. God damn. I'm down to like 9 health.
Disengage, my guy.
Get out of there.
Well, that was my plan, actually. I'm just going to disengage, go over here, and be like up like halfway up the rope.
You start hiding behind the puddle.
Yeah.
So you climb up probably about 15 feet on the rope. Remember, it was about a 30-foot hole. So you're like halfway up there, holding on to for dear life. Because you ain't doing well. But you feel pretty good up here. You got a good sight on all the targets. You're just hoping that your friends with a little more hit points right now will hold them off as you do what you do best and sharpshoot.
Yeah. I can't even heal myself. I just need to be away from something that's in the process of literally killing me.
Aren't you a fighter? Can't you do second wind?
I'm a ranger, man.
Well, I guess you should have been a fighter.
I don't deal with the nitty-gritty of stabbing someone in the face.
Remember, ranger means range. You should not be near the combat.
Exactly.
Is this an instructional video?
That does bring us to a barbarian who is in combat and enjoying himself. But you are going to get another attack from this chicken with advantage.
Jesus.
So does the 19 or does the 14 hit? Sorry, it was a 19 and a 15.
15 just hits.
And you're going to take half that damage, so that's going to be 5. And that's going to bring us to these chickens. And this chicken is going to go over to the puddle on the floor and start pecking and scratching at it. No advantage on this, unfortunately. Oh, come on. And like it's just trying to like bite and claw at you as a puddle. And just as like the beak and claw is about to hit, you just like open up the space where your puddle is so that just hits the ground. And it misses both attacks.
Perfect.
That is a dead chicken. They do not do much. But John, this chicken here is going to make an attack on you. You're going to get the beak and the claw. You ain't going to get the beak and the claw because he did not roll high enough.
I got that leather skin, baby.
Need to get me some of that elephant hide.
But all that's going to do is upset this chicken who's now going to attack you. This chicken does at least slightly better, but still fails. All right, and that is also a dead chicken. Speaking of dead chickens, Haldak, it's your turn, and so far you're the only one who's managed to kill any of these things.
Let the record show that I did more in my one turn than 3 people did with their own.
It wasn't my fault.
They did more spread out damage.
All right, so I'm going to make my 2 main attacks, and then I'll be doing a bonus action all recklessly with my offhand. Going for the chicken to my bottom left first. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right, second one is going to be 23.
That'll hit.
Then my offhand is going to be... That's not going to hit. There's going to be 7.
Yeah, no, 7 not going to do it. But the first 2 will hit, and the first one you get to roll a full damage dice.
Yeah, that first one's going to be dead because my first attack is going to be a D8 plus a D6.
Yeah, no, he did. You just completely crush it.
So the second attack, I'll be going towards the chicken to the bottom right.
All right.
And that's going to be 10 piercing damage.
All right, but yeah, no, completely crushes the chicken, and he is dead.
Both of them?
They are both dead, yes.
All
It seems 10 was just enough.
right, and then I'm going to move.
All right. You would get 2 attacks of opportunity at advantage.
I hope they both hit you.
I think that, yeah, they actually do both hit, 17 and 15. But it is half damage because you are raging. Ooh, I rolled really good on that. So that is going to be 5 damage.
Alrighty.
So what does that put you at, 30?
Still at 30.
All right, we're getting some damage in. But yeah, this chicken is now going to come over here and start attacking the puddle. Does not have advantage. But the claw will hit you. So you do manage to kind of like open up a space in order to block the bite attack. But the claw manages to come in too quickly and just scrapes across you in your puddle form.
Perfect. How much damage do I lose?
That is going to be 6 damage.
Minus 6 damage. Okay, I have a question. How strong are these chickens?
Like physically strong?
Yeah, like would they have a high strength?
No.
Give me an investigation as you have one right in front of you.
Investigation. Oh, interesting. This should be good.
They're not going to have more than +2, man.
Wait a second. Yes.
You're looking at them and their bodies, again, they look like they've been emaciated. Like all the juice in them has been taken out. They don't look very strong. And it seems it's more their spider legs that are doing a lot of the moving and giving them a bit of dexterity. But you can't imagine that they could lift much.
Okay, so when the chicken, it was his claw or his beak?
It was his claw attack that hit you.
So when his claw actually strikes the puddle becomes, I'm going to use this ability I have called Gift of the Gem Dragon I can use when I take damage. When you take damage from a creature within 10 feet of you, you can use your reaction to force that creature to make a strength saving throw. So I imagine he hits me with his claw, and the puddle becomes hard as diamond as a sort of repellent attack a little bit. That chicken's going to need to make a strength saving throw.
All right.
15.
Oh, he fails by 1.
Wow.
You rolled a 14. So what happens?
On a failure, the creature takes 2d8 force damage and is pushed back up to 10 feet away from you.
Ooh, good shit.
Lovely. So do you still take the damage that he dealt?
This only activates when I take damage from a creature within 10 feet of me. So I still take the damage, but then he takes 2d8 force damage and is thrown back 10 feet.
All right, roll me the damage.
11.
Oh, yeah, you guys just watch as this chicken manages to make contact with Blexogleb, and suddenly you hit like this wretched, as it's pushed back and just explodes into demonic ichor. And there's just like nothing left but like feathers floating down, and it is just completely gone. It is dead.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a fun thing I can do.
You still took the damage, so take that.
Yes.
All right, but Jonna, you are now going to get an attack from this chicken.
Perfect. Let's go. Ooh, the 21 will hit.
And that is going to be 6 damage.
Okay.
All right, that chicken is dead. That chicken is also dead. This chicken is alive, and he's after Haldak, who is currently now walking. You're kind of like hiding behind both a puddle and a halfling. So you're not really feeling too strongly about your choice of walls, but...
So much protection. So safe.
It's better than nothing.
This chicken will get advantage because you were reckless. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That chicken can suck it.
Well, his first attack did hit. Just that's the attack that does less damage. So you're going to take 2 damage.
Oh.
Because?
Jonathan, you're getting an attack on you next from this guy.
Okay.
Of course, not with advantage. Although the 22 going to hit.
Okay. Wow.
That's going to be 7 damage.
How much was the last one? 5?
The last one was 6.
6 and 7, so I'm down 13.
So 13 in total.
Okay, so I'm down to 30.
But it's your turn to retaliate.
I will just go ahead and cast Thunderwave at 3rd level.
All right, I think that's going to get all 4 of those chickens.
Sure as shit will. Con save 14.
All right, I'm going to start from the top here and work my way down to him.
Okay.
All right, so con saves.
Yep.
2,
Yeah.
Wow.
3,
Yeah.
4.
Hell, perfect.
Wow.
All right.
All right, let's air fry some fucking chicken.
Yeah, roll us some damage.
Rotisserie.
And they get what? Pushed back 10 feet?
Push back 10 feet.
Oh, and it's going to be 13 damage?
So those chickens get blasted into the wall? Because they should take force damage for hitting the wall.
Yeah, it's not going to matter.
Oh, okay.
They evaporated because they were just completely destroyed.
Yeah, so essentially similar to the other chicken, except now it's kind of like a fried smell to it, and not like a good like chicken fried smell. Like, oh, you just fried rotten chicken for some reason.
Jarna says, Haldak, I did that in one move.
I think that evens you guys up.
Beginner's luck.
I think that's 4 and 4. Anything else, Jarna?
Oh, yeah, I only did that so I can use my bonus action to move this and make an attack against this one.
All right, roll me an attack.
25 is going to hit.
That will hit. Roll me some damage. Cool. Okay, well, yeah, so this chicken has not been hit yet. You guys are down to only 2 chickens left, but he is still up, because that was the first damage he's taken.
And that will be all.
That will bring us to Blexogleb.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but if I cast a cantrip as my action, I can then cast a cantrip as my bonus action?
Yes.
If you can cast it as a bonus action. I don't know how many cantrips there are that can be cast as a bonus action.
If the cast time is a bonus action, you can always cast it as a bonus action. But what I'm reading here is you can cast a slotted spell. Wait.
If you cast a spell as a bonus action, then you can use your action only to cast a cantrip.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, so like if you use Misty Step as your bonus action, you can only use a cantrip for your action.
That's lame, and I don't like that.
Well, play Sorcerer.
I'm just going to create a bonfire right here.
Okay, what kind of damage does that do? Because that just creates a bonfire there, right?
Does KFC damage.
So what happens is Lexogleb is in his puddle form, and he starts to vibrate a little bit, and like the liquid starts to vibrate, and he'll, in one quick pulse, he'll form like a rune on the ground and push like fire energy into the ground, and it'll come up where the chicken is, and there's going to be a bonfire there.
Does he have to make a save?
Yes, he'll need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I think he makes it.
And it's 15, yeah. He will have to make that if anything moves into that space for the first time or ends their turn there. There is a fire there. He's just not on fire, I guess.
He's probably just out of the way, and if he doesn't do anything, like if he doesn't move out of the way, he will get burned next turn.
On his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he manages to dodge it just enough that he's not currently on fire, but if he were to stay there, he would catch fire.
Yes, so there is a burning fire there.
He doesn't seem to be all that bothered by the fire.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Walker, you have a pretty good advantage point there. Not that you are attacking with disadvantage, but you probably can't attack again with your dual hand because you are currently holding on to that rope. Chuck, you there?
Chuckles.
Chuck?
Did he fall asleep?
Nah, he's got to be having some issues with his connection or something.
All right, so like I said, we have lost Chuck. Hopefully everything is all right with him. But yeah, on Walker's turn, he is so injured. He is actually just gonna climb out and like I'm retreating. I'll catch up later if I'm feeling better. And so it is down to just the 3 of you. As another chicken comes to attack you, Haldak. Again, you were reckless, so you will get attacked with advantage. Man, killing me, chickens. They will all miss.
Oh no, I'm killing the chickens.
No, I am killing the chickens.
You guys gonna have this fight now?
I mean, technically a cockfight?
Although, I don't know. I think Haldak might have the advantage as his cock is currently glowing. It has essentially gone Super Saiyan.
You're welcome. Mine's basically a trunk.
But Blexogleb, you are going to get an attack from a chicken as well.
Oh, yay.
All right, and the chicken does have an easier time with you. So a 17 and a 13.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You can roll that.
All right. That is going to be 9 damage.
Perfect. And I'm going to do that same thing I did last time, because I can do that 3 times.
Okay, so that's going to be your second time.
Yes.
And he has to make a strength check.
A strength check.
Oh, yeah, no. Roll the 2d8 as he is smashed into the wall. And again, just explodes with a gut-wrenching screech that also kind of sounds like a chicken balk, but just implodes into feathers and black ichor that slowly begins to dissipate.
Yay.
That's 2 for Blexogleb.
I have to kill the next 2?
To catch up, yes. Haldak. Although I think Haldak's going to take the lead now.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash some chickens.
All right, roll me some attacks.
That first one's gonna be a 24.
Oh, hit.
Second one's gonna be a 15.
15 will also hit.
All right, now my offhand. Offhand's gonna be a dirty 20.
All right, yep, they will all hit. Roll me some damage.
That first one is going to be 4 necrotic damage, and that's going to be 5 piercing.
All right, so 4 and 5. This chicken is still standing.
My second one coming down is going to be 10 piercing.
Okay, that will kill that chicken.
And then my hand axe is going to be to the last chicken. That's going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
All right, and that chicken is still just barely standing. It is the final chicken.
And that'll be my turn.
The final chicken.
Why aren't we a music channel?
This is why we're all friends.
All right, and that will bring us to the final chicken. And he's just going to make a Hail Mary attack on Haldak. No advantage. But going to hit both times.
He would still get advantage because reckless.
Oh, right. Let me see if he crits. He does not, but they are still both going to hit. So that is going to be 4 damage for you. And Jonna, you kill this chicken. That's a tie between you and Haldak on these chickens.
The chicken ends his turn.
He does.
He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, he never moved. Oh, no. I totally forgot.
He failed.
Oh, man. What's he taking for damage?
Give me 1 second. I am so happy that this happened.
Oh, I totally forgot. Oh, man.
He's taking 1 fire damage.
Oh, man. So, yeah, because it's 1 damage, he still survives. But you also feel like the fire wouldn't have done as much damage as you would have expected.
I feel like he's just like completely void of feathers. Like he's just like a straight rotisserie chicken just standing there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was kind of a mess before, but now, ugh. But, Jonna, that does leave it up to you. You can actually tie up with Haldak on the chicken gills.
I'll do the spiritual weapons. Start.
Oh, yeah. 22, that's going to hit.
9 damage. Yep. Toast.
Yeah, you just slam it right into that fire that Blexogleb had created, and he is roasted. And you guys are out of combat.
Finally. Chickens.
You guys are a little beat up from these chickens.
Haldak takes a sigh of relief, but not relief like, he's tired or like that was a rough fight, but relief like, finally got to kill something.
It's been too long. But yeah, you guys are currently just surrounded by those chicken bodies. And it seems you have 2 options before you.
Is a third option potentially a short rest?
Yeah, I could use some healing up.
You guys can take a short rest if you want. My rules when it comes to any type of dungeons is you get 2 short rests. So
I would not be opposed to taking a short rest.
Walker is just up there like, you know what, guys, I'm just gonna stay up here and keep an eye on things.
Assuming you just treat it as like a quick patching up.
Yeah, you guys patch up. I'll patch up here. I'll catch up later if I happen to wake up.
Man, he really got the whiff of the chickens.
A full solid whiff.
Short rest taken.
Yeah, we can use half of our hit dice, right?
I believe you can use as much of a hit dice as you like.
Yeah, I used 2. Oh, it didn't heal me anything.
Must be nice.
And how much do you heal up, Blexogleb?
Automatically apply healing with dice as well. I don't know. Let's see. It's a D6 plus 2, so let's see.
So 2d6 plus 4?
Yeah. 12.
Oh, not bad. Yeah, and Justin, what do you heal for your short rest?
I healed 17 hit points.
Nice.
I'm at 41 of 65.
Something.
I healed 11.
So you guys do take 30 minutes or so just kind of huddling towards the sunlight in this eerily creepy and quiet cavern. Just kind of licking your wounds. But you guys do have 2 options now. You can either go to this right option or this left option.
I vote left.
That's 1 for left. Anyone going to be correct and go right?
Well, we're definitely taking right then. I'm not taking directions from a puddle. I'll eat dirt first before I take directions from a puddle.
The puddle vibrates as Blexogleb is speaking and says, well, we could always split the party.
More than it already is?
Blexogleb divides himself into 2.
That's cheating.
Yeah, and I mean, Blexogleb is already smaller than his former counterpart, Glexobleb.
Yes.
So this other one is also like, now it's just like 2 even smaller creatures that then just kind of form back into Blexogleb.
What say you, Jonna?
Jarna's going to consult his star map and say, I do believe left should be the proper way to go.
Well, fine. The heck with both of yous. And he starts going towards the door to the left.
Glexobleb will slither on the ground at floor level.
So as you venture further into the dark, web-strewn labyrinth of the burrow, a sense of unease lingers in the air. Suddenly, your keen senses detect a subtle but swift-moving shadow darting just beyond the edge of your vision from over here. It flits and scurries ahead, just out of sight, an enigmatic presence that evades your immediate grasp.
Can I throw my hand axe at it?
It's probably too far for your hand axe. What's the distance on your hand axe? Is it more than 60 feet?
My hand axe max is 60 feet, so I could do it at disadvantage, and I could do it recklessly and give myself advantage and make it neutral.
Oh, okay, you can certainly try.
And that's going to be 22.
All right, you seem to hit something. Roll me the damage.
It's going to be 4 points of slashing damage.
You do kind of hear like a hiss as whatever that shadow continues moving forward, and your axe just kind of falls to the wayside.
All right, I hit something and I get to keep my axe. It's a good day.
Yeah, your axe is falling over here somewhere.
I will scamper over there to pick it up.
All right, so you guys kind of stay a little bit behind as Haldak moves forward to pick that up.
Yeah, I would continue with him.
Blexogleb, you also following?
Yes.
I am going to need you guys to, let's see, do you get a save? Yeah, I'm going to need deck saves from all of you.
I got a 15.
All right, 15. Ooh, Corey, not great. Oh, man. Yeah, so rough. Haldak, as you are moving across, you're kind of smaller than Jonna. You're not necessarily smaller than Blexogleb, but you managed to get over to here without too much issue because of your size, it seems. But Jonna, with you and Blexogleb, like as soon as you get here, and Blexogleb being right behind you, you find that this webbing is actually covering a hole, and you and Blexogleb are falling down it. So you guys are going to take 2d6 of bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to use my other chronal shift. I can do this after I find out the outcome of the roll, if it succeeds or fails.
Okay, so yep, you did fail, so you get to re-roll the deck save.
I have to take the result of the second roll. So I imagine we're walking and Blexogleb, so he does fall, but it's like he sees the outcome. And yeah, I'm going to re-roll that. Ooh, okay. Not any better.
Yeah, not terribly better, slightly better.
Does it pass?
Essentially what happens is Jonna and Blexogleb begin falling down the pit. And Jonna, you watch as Blexogleb's like, nope. And you watch as he magically time loops himself back up. But it's like not quite enough time to go back to where like he was already falling. So you land pretty hard on the ground in the middle of this pit, followed by Blexogleb, who is just like kind of on the edge of the now open pit and like, whoa, 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 and just falls down anyway.
How deep is the pit?
Hey, you guys should be a little more careful. You're not as hardy as we halflings.
So the hole is about 20 feet, but you guys are going to take 5 bludgeoning damage.
I imagine Blexogleb just splatters.
Yeah, it's just like, and then like just kind of reforms. You guys do feel like you've landed on something.
I look at the something.
Ground.
It seems to be a body, and you recognize this body, who I did not give a name, but it's one of the scouts who was sent up ahead.
Loot him.
You just hear Haldak from the top. Loot him.
Loot the body.
I proceed to loot the body.
Attaboy.
He does have a dagger on him. He's got a short sword, but you do find 3 healing potions and 1 greater potion.
Yeah, Blexogleb will just basically cover his body over him like gel and then reform on the side of him, and he'll have collected anything that he found inside of him.
Other than the potions, there wasn't really anything of great value, although you do also take his ring, which you know every order member gets a ring. You know that you're probably going to want to bring this back to the order.
Okay. I put the ring on.
You now have 2. John, are you doing anything as you fell in this hole?
Hardak, while they're figuring that out, is getting a rope to start trying to pull him out.
Is there anything else that I'm seeing like in this hole besides this dead body?
Nope. Other than the dead body, it just seems to be covered in more silk.
We've already collected enough silk, right?
Yes, you have filled up the spool that Walker had.
I think Blexogleb is just going to attempt to climb out. Every time he reaches what would be his arm to reach into the wall, he's going to extend his like amorphous.
Haldak is dropping a rope.
Oh, okay. I guess that works.
We're going to find like a rock or something to tie it off to and like try and help pull him up.
Yeah, it's easy enough.
Okay, and then in that case, I'll just slither up the rope.
A lot of rope climbing today.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would climb the rope too.
You know what? Actually, I don't know if I'd have a rope. I used my rope for the tunnel entrance.
Okay.
Gleb and John would probably have some rope they could throw up to you. It was only 20 feet down.
I don't have. Oh, I do have rope. I have 50 feet of rope.
So yeah, you guys are able to get out of this relatively easy.
All right, so we're good. We're moving on. Are you going to hand out any of those potions?
What potions?
Wait, what? You didn't loot? Don't these guys usually come loaded with potions? Send them to dangerous places without any potions? I mean, they did that to us, but...
As I say, what potions, you see, because my body is translucent, you see a potion, like, rising up towards his neck, like, inside of him.
Look, I'm not the brightest torch in the cave here, buddy, but I can see potions when, your body's translucent.
Takes a fist and grabs it and hands one to you. Ah, right, of course.
Yeah, it's more like it.
All right, so that does leave you with 2 potions and 1 greater potion.
I'll hand one to Jarna as well.
Thank you. Oh, and Jarna also says, "Oh, right. I should have done this earlier. I apologize, but I come over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my Eyes of the Night feature, which gives both of them 300 feet of dark vision."
Oh.
So now you have night vision and a glowing crotch.
What more could a halfling ask for?
So you guys continue?
Yes.
You guys do continue down this corridor, and it does seem to lead to a bit of a dead end. But as you get over here, feel free. What's everyone's passive perceptions?
16.
11.
Mine's 10.
You guys are coming back in kind of like, man, there's nothing going on over here. You remember seeing something coming out this way. And Jonna, you managed just before like they're able to really strike, see 2 creatures slowly descending from the ceiling, seemingly cornering you guys back here. Just before they're able to attack, you're like, get ready! And essentially you avoid a sneak attack from these 2 creatures. Very similar to the chickens that you guys fought. These seem to be cows that have been drained of like all their fluids. Nothing left but skeletal, emaciated forms of what were once healthy cows.
Oh my god, they're adorable.
You do also notice that they have spider legs coming out of their backs as well. Just 4 though, so still keeping it 8 legs. Their like cow legs are just kind of like dangling up in the air as they're being carried by their spider legs. Only briefly like coming down and like landing on their cow legs. But they also have their 2 normal cow eyes, along with 6 other spider eyes. And instead of just their regular cow mouths, they also have mandibles like sticking out. Yeah, it's horrifying.
Insane.
Dear God.
But with that, let's roll some initiative. Ooh, the Caldrits rolled really well.
Not as well as the puddle.
Not as good as...
We don't have to talk about it. It's okay.
You rolled way better than Walker.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are now facing these abominations. Blexogleb, it is your turn.
Make it count.
Get count.
I'm going to create a bonfire.
Again?
Yep. That's what happened.
Is that a cantrip?
Yep.
Yeah, create bonfires, yeah.
Okay. So which calf are you doing that on?
Right there. It's a 5-foot cube only.
All right, so he's got to make a dex save?
Yep. I can't imagine a cow to be very dexterous.
Oh, well, he's not dexterous enough, so he's going to take that damage.
Boom. 6 fire damage.
And it does seem to do some damage, but it doesn't seem to do as much as you were hoping.
Is a cow a flammable object?
It would appear that this cow is not.
Okay. Well,
it seems to have some sort of resistance.
Flexiclub will just melt into a puddle and go 5, 10, 15. Go here and melt into the wall.
Okay.
And the cracks and crevices.
That will bring us to this Caldrith. You guys watch as like it kind of lifts itself up on its spider legs, and you watch as it almost like kind of snaps itself in half and ends up pointing its rear end towards Haldak. And you watch in horror as a bunch of sticky black web comes out of it.
Oh God.
And that is going to hit. You are restrained by the webbing. As an action, you can try to make the strength check to get out of the webbing. But until then, you are restrained.
Cowards.
But that is going to be its turn, as the other cow is going to come up here to attack you. With restrained, attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Fun.
They're going to try and take out you. And they're going to make 2
You
attacks.
probably saw what I did with the chickens.
Yeah, it was terrifying. They were just watching from above. Oh, but they just kind of rolled terrible. The hooves will hit. But that's about
The
it.
hooves do hit, yep.
It behooves me.
So you're taking 6 damage from that. And it is now your turn.
Who got hooved?
I like to hoove it, hoove it. I like to hoove it, hoove it.
I like to hoove it.
All right, so being restrained, what is it? I have disadvantage on my attacks.
You have 0 movement. You can still attack, just be at disadvantage.
So I think I'm going to rage,
Okay, you rage.
and I am going to try and break free. So what is that? Athletics?
That would be athletics or a strength check. It would be your action.
Advantage though, right?
Yep, you would get advantage.
That's a no. I rolled an 8.
Even with advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 3 both times.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's harsh.
Yep.
Jonna, your friend is in some deep shit. What would you like to do?
Cow shit?
I am going to wild shape.
Ooh, what are you wild shaping into?
Wow, that's wild.
I'm going to bonus action wild shape into a constellation of a archer.
Okay.
And when I do so, I take on the starry form. I shed bright light in a 10-foot radius, and light for an additional 10 feet. I get to make a ranged attack that deals some radiant damage.
And so this is a wild shape. Do you have like additional hit points and all that?
No, instead of wild shaping into a different creature or whatever else, I just take on like an astral form. So all of my stats and everything else stay the same.
Okay, so I don't get to use this archer that I just grabbed out of nowhere.
Not necessarily. I mean, you could if you want. It don't matter.
No, it's fine.
So I will be making a ranged spell attack against this bad Larry, which I can make as, part of the summoning of this wild shape.
Yep.
15.
15 will hit.
Okay. That's 8 radiant damage.
It takes the full radiant damage.
And then I will go ahead and cast Word of Radiance on the one in front of me.
All right, and that's a con save?
Yes, con 14.
Oh, that is a nat 1.
Perfect. So that's 2d6 radiant damage, which is 8.
All right, this one is hurting. This one's not looking so great. Anything else?
Oh, that's it.
That will bring us to Blexogleb.
I'm going to cast a spell. Blexogleb is currently a puddle. He's going to quickly take his full form and then get back down into a puddle. And 5 clones of him are going to appear out of the ground around this. The spell I'm casting is Phantasmal Clone at 3rd level.
Oh, yeah, we never got rid of that, huh?
Yes.
So how many clones is it?
5.
And they each have, 1 hit point?
1 hit point, and then they can move and attack on the turn that I summon them and on each of my turns as long as they're still alive.
All right. And correct me if I'm wrong, but they also only have 10 AC?
10 AC, yep.
Oh, only slightly worse than yours.
I know.
All right, and that was 5 clones?
Yep, so they're just going to surround this cow. And then they're each going to attack him.
All right, roll me some attacks.
27,
Oh,
a 19, an 11, 14, and 23.
so the only one that misses is the 11.
Okay, so in that same order, I'm going to do the damage. It's just a d4 plus 1. 3, 4, 4, and 3.
All right, so 9 damage in total.
Decent damage.
Yeah, no, this cow's hurting. And there's like 5 things in front of it now.
Yes.
So many glebs.
Anything else?
No, that'll do it.
All right, I think this cow here is again hurting and kind of like surrounded. So it is going to use its 2 attacks. It's going to go for the ones in front, these 2 here.
Yep.
And those will both hit, and so those 2 are gone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a tough spell. But that will be its turn. I am just going to see. It does not get its web back. But that will bring us to this cow, who has not used its web. Jonna, it is going to attempt to web you up. All right, and you are currently restrained by web.
Got it.
But that will be its turn. Haldak, you are. Would you give me, I guess, a concentration to see if you keep raging? Was that the supplemental rule, just?
The supplemental rule was that you could use your bonus action to continue a rage.
Okay, we will allow that so that you can still be raging.
All right, I will use my bonus action to continue raging, and I'm going to recklessly attack this spider in front of me.
Okay, so that would be straight rolls since you are rolling at disadvantage.
2 straight rolls. That's going to be a no. And the second one is going to be a 22.
22 will hit.
All right, that is going to be 7 points of necrotic damage, and that's going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
All right, and you watch as it kind of like rears up on its hind spider legs and completely flips over. And you kind of watch this how like with like normal spiders, they kind of just like shrivel up and die.
Kind of like to think I knocked him into the fire.
Oh yeah, so now he's also just like burning, and you just hear these ungodly screams.
Yeah, take that, you 8-legged freak.
But that will bring us to Jana, who is also currently tied up.
All attacks are at disadvantage because I'm restrained. Is that?
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So any type of attack roll, even ranged. So you can still make a ranged attack, it would just be at disadvantage.
I will make an attack with my archer. Oh.
Ooh, yep. I mean, disadvantage still hits though.
I
The
know,
16 will hit.
but the nat 20 would have been better.
It would have, but it would have been the same result.
And radiant damage.
All right, and you watch the same thing as this one also collapses. And you guys are out of initiative.
All of the Blexoglebs all kind of turn to each other and to Jarna and to Haldak, and they all just kind of nod and say, yeah, good. And they all do it like golf clap.
Well done, well done.
Yeah, Haldak is gonna. I'm assuming I can break free.
Oh yeah, you would be able to. You would have enough time to just kind of break free. Meanwhile, the Blexoglebs are all shaking each other's hand, telling each other, "Great job, good job."
Good game.
Is there anything in the area of note?
You guys can feel free to give me either perception or investigation checks.
Blexogleb is focused on praising each other.
Yeah, how long does the spell last?
That's a good question.
I got a 10 on the investigation.
It says duration instantaneous, but then it says they can move and attack on your turn as long as they have hit points. The clones cannot gain or heal hit points. I don't know. It doesn't really specify.
I feel like a minute.
Yeah, a minute sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they will be disappearing shortly. But Jonna, did you want to give me a perception or an investigation?
Sure.
As I'm sure like Haldak's probably helping you out of this webbing.
Plus 13.
Yeah, you guys are kind of like looking around here, and you're having a difficult time seeing if they're really seeing anything. It just kind of looks like a dead end. In the meantime, your minute does end, and you do lose your Blexoglebs.
Yeah, they all stick their hand in and say "Go team," and then they just melt back into the earth, and then like reform at Blexogleb's feet.
I'll miss those guys.
Go team.
Blexogleb, did you want to do an investigation or a perception?
Yeah, I guess so. So they've left, and my attention's back to like, oh yes, we were doing things. So I'll do an investigation. Great.
Yeah. So as your Blexogleb's clones are like kind of like reforming and joining you, one just kind of like seems to slip through some of the webbing over here, and then like kind of like pops back up, and it kind of draws your attention here. And looking deeper, like this is a hole. It's kind of hidden by the webbing, but there's another tunnel here.
Gentlemen, I think this is the way.
You see Uganda Knuckles pop up out of the hole and go, "This is the way."
Well, you can't argue with that.
I dive headfirst into the hole.
Okay, not the smartest, but all right.
I follow Crotch first.
Jonna?
Ass first.
Okay, we're going in the hole.
Pachyderm.
You guys dive into this hole, and we will pick this up next time.